Hey guys, it's Matt. I'm here to talk about the 2016 WWE Royal Rumble. If you haven't seen it, you don't know who won the matches, you don't know if there's a new champion or not, tune out, look away. Don't watch this because I'm going into full spoilers, but if you have seen it, stick around. I'm going to go through the high points and the low points, the more high points on this one because I really like the card. But yeah, so let's get into it. I like the show. I thought the card was good, and I thought the Rumble match itself was really good. Now, let's go with the headline first. There's a new champion, and it's Triple H. Now, I don't mind this. The Royal Rumble is a great match. It's still a gimmick match, and still ultimately, even though it's a contest, it is a tool for storytelling, and that's what the Royal Rumble is. And if a Rumble's done well, you can get a lot of stories out of it. So this was the end story, Triple H winning. Now, I like Triple H. I've never really had issues with Triple H, but I do admit that Triple H, as WWE World Heavyweight Champion in 2016, does sound like a joke. It sounds like something someone might make up based on the negative opinions some fans out there have of Triple H, him burying people or awarding himself all the opportunities or using his inside track or so forth. So it does kind of smack of a little bit of maybe even Triple H taking a dig at some of the fans. But ultimately it also comes down to, would you rather have Triple H as champion or Roman Reigns? Is he the lesser of two evils here if you don't like Roman Reigns? I was very, very invested in Roman Reigns being eliminated in this match. I don't hate Roman Reigns, but I do think that him actually going from 1 to 30 was too much for him based on all the negative opinions and the way the fans sort of treat him right now. He was treated actually pretty hostilely in the Orlando arena anyway. Him winning that wouldn't have been best for business. So when he got eliminated, that was a big moment, and I really like that. I didn't necessarily know that Triple H would take the gold home with him, but we knew he'd have something to do with Roman Reigns losing. But the Rumble match itself I thought was really good. Let's talk about AJ Styles. If I had my way, maybe he wouldn't have debuted in the Rumble itself, because debuting in a Rumble when you're not going to win the Rumble means you're going to lose in your debut. And this was a big moment. But again, big moment, and they did pop the crowd. Him coming out at number 3, him staying in it for a healthy amount of time, facing off against people that he's never crossed paths with in his long career. Kane, Chris Jericho. I mean, it was really cool to see. He got eliminated by Kevin Owens. I'm okay with that because Kevin Owens kind of needed something after he lost to Ambrose. But yeah, so that was a big moment. Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family sort of dominating. I'm very invested in a Brock Lesnar-Bray Wyatt feud right now. So that really worked well for me. The first 10 minutes of the Rumble I thought were really great. You get into a little bit of sort of a trudge in the middle, the doldrums. You got Titus's coming out, Stardust, people who fans aren't as excited about. But overall, this Rumble didn't have to rely on like past gimmicky legends like Godfather or Diamond Dallas Page or something like that. Coming in for a very quick, brief stint in elimination. They used their locker room well, and there were a lot of people that fans were really excited about. You know, Sami Zayn came in there. So I thought this was a very well done Rumble. Going through the rest of the card, I think the opening match wasn't just a great opener for the show, but it was a great match. It could be a match of the year contender. We'll see how the year shapes up. But Ambrose and Owens gave us a really great last man standing match. A lot of table crashes, a lot of high spots, a lot of cannonballs through barriers. Owens lost that. I thought he might, but then I also wondered if it might signal a win later on. You know, usually when the heel loses on a big match at the top of the card, and if he's coming back later, that might mean he's going to win. It wasn't in the cards. Plus, they already did that with Sheamus at TLC. He couldn't really repeat themselves. Now it looks like he's going to be maybe even feuding with Sami Zayn right now. But that was a great match. Kalisto, they're really going with Kalisto right now. I kind of like that. It shows that his one-day title reign with the U.S. title wasn't a fluke, and anything that can happen moment in the WWE. So they went with him. He won the title back from Alberto Del Rio. And I was very invested in the Becky-Charlotte match. This is the first feud I really cared about since the Divas Revolution started, which was just a whole bunch of mishaps and mistakes from the get-go. Now the things are smoothing out, and Charlotte's better as a heel. I like Becky as a babyface. She's really good in that role. And maybe actually the best part of the match for me came after the bell, because I'm such a huge Sasha Banks mark that her coming out was so great. Didn't make any sense since she's been so tied to Team Bad since the beginning of her Raw debut. But her coming out was the right moment for that crowd who, are going to remember their, Charlotte and Sasha's NXT history, this was the right place, and we really want to see Sasha Banks in that WrestleMania spot, and this is how she's going to get there. Whether it's just against Charlotte or, and I wouldn't mind a triple threat match, put Becky in there too, because I think she should be at WrestleMania as well. So what did you guys think of the Royal Rumble? I really enjoyed it, and I hope you did too, but you can read my recap also on IGN.com. It's up right now. So yeah, stay tuned for more wrestling coverage on IGN.